Senator Manchin.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, General. Appreciate very much your service, your family's dedication, commitment to our country. Sir, the 7-year cooling off period, you have 5 years you've been in the private sector. What do you think could be accomplished in 2 more years? What are we missing there? I mean, I think that you segue pretty well into the private sector and understand the balance there.
Well, certainly I'll be 2 years older, but certainly I don't think I'll have any more commitment to serving as a civilian than I have now.
Just from history, people know that it used to be 10 years, and we changed it to 7 years. We should be looking at the quality of the person the time we need them.
Senator Manchin, I absolutely agree. It is about what's in the mind and the heart of the person that's being asked to serve. And I certainly agree with you on that.
The strength of our military and the admiration the whole world has for it has been because of the separation and led by the private sector, and have the knowledge you have and being able to come from the private sector now, I think is going to be a great asset. There's other people in that cooling off period down the chain. Do you see any need to have any waivers for those? Because I think it's a much smaller waiver. Most of it's 180 days. People don't understand that either. It's a very short period of time, but yet the person we need to lead it.
We've not yet completely fleshed out, who would be serving in key positions. But if there's talent there that's a China expert or something else that we really need, I think it's important to kind of weigh that out and make sure that we're focused on the right thing.
Well, I know you'll get the right people. A couple of things. People have been asking me ever since I just came in today about tomorrow's security. Right now, there's been 12 guardsmen that have been relieved from the detail. And you talked about an experience you had when in your earlier life in the military. What do you see? I mean, it's a concern that I have now more so than ever before, and more people, we never realized it. But now we're seeing that all the conspiracy theories and all the different people are on the dark web or wherever they are being recruited that have military experience. What can we do, and how should we approach this?
Well, I think we can do a better job of screening our, the folks that we bring in, the people that we bring in. I also think we need to do a better job of, once we have people on board, that we're paying attention to them, that we understand that we're creating the right kind of environment for them to live in, and that they are embracing the values that we think are important in the military, and the values that are important for this country. And I think this is a thing that we have to work at day in and day out.
Knowing the presence of what we have and what we're dealing with and what happened last week, how do you feel about the security we have for tomorrow?
Well, I don't know the specifics of the moving parts. The Secret Service is, I think, in charge of the overall effort. I think I have every reason to believe that they will do a very credible job and provide for our security. I have confidence in our Guard. Again, the fact that we are screening people and making sure that we don't have the wrong kinds of people in the formation, I think is a credit to their efforts.
Well, all the reports, we don't have all the evidence yet, but we will have that probably during this trial we have coming up, that the ball was dropped at the Department of Defense, that we didn't get the support we needed or the help we needed or the protection we needed quick enough.
I think that's still under review,
yes.
Senator.
Yeah.
And,
I'm not accusing until we see the facts, but that's been the reports coming out. So I know you have a lot of work ahead of you trying to build up that confidence level and the morale. If I can ask you, the greatest threat that we face as a country, if you were going to name one of the greatest threats or the greatest challenge you think you're going to have coming in to this position, what would it be?
Well, I think there are a number of challenges as we discussed before. And quite frankly, the greatest challenge to our country right now, Senator Manchin, is the pandemic. It's killed, over 400,000 of our American citizens. And that's just an incredible loss of life. I think we have to do everything that we can to break the cycle of transmission and to begin to turn this thing around. I know that the president-elect is is very, very much focused on this. I think DOD can add value to this effort in speed and scale, and I would certainly hope, you know, again, if I'm confirmed, one of the first things I'll do is take a look at how we're contributing, and if there's more that we can do, and I believe that there probably will be, that will lean into this and help this effort along. You know, in terms of other challenges, we talked about China, we talked about Russia, we've talked about
Pandemic's number one, you think, from the standpoint?
China is the most concerning competitor that we're facing.
Let me ask you this about finances. John McCain, the late John McCain, my dear friend, and we all knew John pretty well. If you worked with John, you knew John pretty well. He made sure of that. But John and I had a bill that we always worked on, auditing the Pentagon, auditing the Department of Defense. It was the only agency in all of government was never audited. But they've been doing a good job, but there's still a little bit of a lax there. I just would like for your commitment on that, to do everything you can to make sure that the finances, the people know how we're investing their money and what type of return we're getting on that.
You have my commitment, Senator.
Yeah. And let me just say this, sir, I truly believe with all my heart you're the right person at the right time to do this job, because it's a tremendous undertaking. And I think to restore the confidence back to the American people that our Defense Department basically is there to defend us and is basically run by the civilians who basically are not going to make military or let military be used against us at any time. And what we saw last Wednesday was an anomaly that'll never happen again. But I thank you, sir. I look forward to voting for you.
I look forward to working with you, Senator, if I'm confirmed.
Thank you, Mike.